Hello, and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy, where tonight I am finally getting to a viewer request that I've neglected for a few weeks now. Bebebutterfield, thank you, first of all, for all the nice comments and the support on my channel. Really appreciate it. That's why I'm doing this recipe for you. She was inquiring about a Sakura pink sauce that they serve at a restaurant in Tacoma, Washington called Sakura. I hope I'm getting the name right. And she said that she would love to have this recipe for their sauce. Now, Sakura is kind of like one of those restaurants that you cook the meat at your table and then they have different sauces and things like that. Well, this is a pink sauce that is popular in Japanese steakhouses. It usually goes with shrimp, different types of meat, etc. And I'm really happy to be making this for Bebe tonight. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. Now, first thing that we need is we need a cup of mayo. So I just have about a cup left in this jar. And now what this is, it is a mayonnaise with balsamic in it. So I figured, that would probably be a nice little compliment to the dish, the sauce dish. Okay, so that's not quite 1 cup, but the recipe calls for 1 cup, so go ahead and use 1 cup. Like I said, I don't have exactly 1 cup. I thought I did, but I don't. So you want to start out with 1 cup of mayo, then you're going to go to 3 tablespoons of white sugar. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it calls for 3 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. So I'm going to do that here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next we want 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I did not melt the butter because I have this, I can't believe it's not butter, which is already melty, so I'm going to add that next. So 1, 2. Okay, we're rolling now. Then the recipe calls for 3/4 of a teaspoon of 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. And I'm guessing this is what is going to give it that pink color. So this is 1/4 right here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's the paprika, or paprika, however you would like to say it. Then it calls for 1/3 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. But I'm going to go with a little bit more because I like garlic, so I am going with 1/2 of a teaspoon. And that is it. That is the sauce. Now this is supposed to be, according to the internet and different sources on the internet, this is supposed to be the official Sakura pink sauce. Now I don't know how true that is, how true that claim is. But I'm just going to take their word for it and hope that it's like close enough. So what you just want to do is, now you're supposed to whisk it around like this, or not whisk it, just mix it or whatever. You can whisk it if you want to get the finer chunks all out of there. And you just mix it up, and then they tell you that you can put it in the fridge for a while, cover it and refrigerate. This kind of doesn't look pinkish. It kind of looks brownish. Kind of looks like barf. But, oh, I had to say that, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to take a little taste test. Wow. That is really good. I am telling you what. You had the right idea there, Bebe. It's sweet. It's got a little spice to it. It is a nice sauce. I can tell why this would go really good with shrimp. It is awesome. It's not even missing that extra mayonnaise that I was out of. It's perfect. So here's your sauce, BB. I finally got to it. Woo-woo! Thank you, BB, for the request. And I love the fact that you've been, so supportive, and I love all your comments. It's been awesome. Excuse me. And I'm going to pause for a second to go clear my throat and come back with another dipping sauce for you. I'll be right back. Okay, so other than just doing BB's recipe sauce that she had asked about, which is awesome, it tastes great. We're having a barbecue tonight, and I wanted to make a couple different types of sauces. We're having pork, which is what I'm going to dip her sauce in, or dip in her sauce, I should say. And then we're going to have these like fried breaded green beans, which is what I'm making my sauce for. Now let me tell you real quick how this recipe came about. One day I was making dinner. I was going to have some potatoes with some sour cream. And I didn't have a whole lot of sour cream left. So I mixed some ranch dressing in with the sour cream, and it came out awesome. I tweaked it a little bit and came up with this really great recipe. You can use it as a sauce, put it over potatoes, baked potatoes, use it as a dip for chips. Very versatile sauce. Now, what you want to do is you want to use 1 part sour cream to 2 parts ranch, or if you like it extra sour creamy, you can just go ahead and do whatever kind of variation you want. If you want more sour cream than ranch, go for it. If you want more ranch than sour cream, you can do that too. But what I prefer is kind of like a 2 of ranch to 1 of sour cream. So like if you're putting in 1 tablespoon of sour cream, you'll want 2 tablespoons of ranch, etc. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of the ranch and kind of stir that up just a little. And this isn't going to make too much right now, but I'm just kind of doing it for show right now to kind of show you what it's all about. So then you want to take some blue cheese crumbles and just put in as much as you like. Some people call this the sweaty sock cheese, and they're not a fan of it, but we happen to love blue cheese here. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there, a little bit of garlic, chopped garlic, and then a little bit of sriracha for heat. If you don't like the sriracha, put ketchup in, or just don't put any red sauce in at all. But I've been eating sriracha on everything lately, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit less, of sriracha in there. And then just stir it on up. And like I said, I just did a little bit for now for show to kind of show you what it's all about. And that is the sauce. It's really simple, and like I said, you can just kind of add whatever you like to it, or whatever. You can put this on anything, and it rocks. And I'm going to take a little taste test. Yeah. Just by taking a little taste, you can get the heat, that tangy blue cheese, a little mild cooling from the ranch. This would really go great on buffalo wings too. Oh my gosh. But this is a great sauce, guys. So there you have it. 2 sauces for the price of 1 on tonight's quick and easy. And hubby is passed out after the football game. He had a couple beers, watched the game, watched the Seahawks win, and he's sleeping. So I have to wake him up pretty soon for dinner. So thank you for joining me for these wonderful dips. Thank you, BB, for the nice request. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.